Hey guys, Clay Johnson here, Castle and Cook Mortgage, and I'm here with Cheryl Knowlton again, Dynamite Productions. If you didn't know by now, you might be in trouble.
Right?
Exactly. But we wanted to talk about some of the things of ways not to get in trouble, things to avoid. And Cheryl, I know you were just telling me about kind of a unique situation that happened to somebody you were pretty close to.
Yes, and it happened this morning, so it's like fresh on my mind right now. Somebody I love and care about very much blew me up this morning and in a different time zone, saying that this transaction that was for a family member of hers absolutely blew up, and she was going to accuse the other agent on the other side of being unethical. I had to calm her down, deep breath. Okay, let's go have a cup of tea, do some yoga, a little meditation. Let's calm down a little bit. Tell me what happened. And as we got through the story, what happened was not actual unethical behavior as we define it by state law and the Code of Ethics. It was more rudeness and not getting what they wanted, and a very serious lack of communication and unmet expectations, which ultimately, if we have unmet expectations in our relationships with our significant other, with our kids, with our broker, with our clients, we're going to have problems. And so she spelled it out to me. I educated her on some ways that she could go about it. I was able to save the transaction, but not without a lot of ugliness. And so the bottom line for that one, and I'm so glad that you're here so we can clear this up. The buyer went in to sign, and at the signing walked out of the signing entirely, claiming that it was not disclosed to them that there was a monthly HOA fee. And I'm sitting here thinking, we talked all last week about TRID, about the closing disclosure, and all the things that have to be disclosed. Right. That's not actually even possible.
How could that be missed?
Right.
Yes.
So I would love it if you'd address that a little bit more.
I mean, really, that's one of the things we look at right up front. You know it's on the listing when that happens. So both as a real estate agent, you're aware of that, and making sure that the lender's aware of that. We're looking at that as well, and then finding out, and especially whenever you see townhome and condo, that's just a no-brainer. When it's a single family residence and in a neighborhood, but that's one of those things looking at title. However, it does need to be on that closing disclosure.
It does.
And how that could have been missed would be beyond me, because if there's too many safeguards in place to make sure that doesn't happen. But, you know, we're talking about a very emotional transaction for people, unless they're self-employed, largest transaction that they've ever had. And so something comes up like that, it's, you know, they can start to panic a little bit.
Absolutely, or a lot. So. And then, note to self, kids, when you run into a difficult situation, especially with another agent, please don't jump to the conclusion that they are being unethical, first of all. Second of all, don't assume. We all know what happens when we assume things. That's not good. Do not assume that they have broken the law, and don't accuse them of doing something crazy and stupid. Take a deep breath and maybe go to your broker, or even feel free to come to us or other resources that you have. Your state legal hotline. You have tons of resources, a plethora of resources around you to help you understand what really happened, how did this happen, and then try to be the calm in the storm, especially for your own client.
No question. I mean, you have to be that calming influence. We're the professionals. We're the ones that have been through this multiple times. This is something they're going to experience 3 to 6 times in their life.
Right.
And so it can be,
right?
yes, if that. And so they can be a very charged experience for them. So we have to be the voice of reason and calmness in that whole process. So if you have any questions, guys, again, reach out to us. And until next time,
see you
bye-bye.
later.